Hello everybody, bienvenido a todos. Welcome to Vabru with me, Vabru, and as you can see, we are once again in BeamNG.Drive. And we are back with another base model challenge, and this time it's what is this? It's a Peugeot Partner. I was going to say Citroen Berlingo, but the Peugeot Partner and the Citroen Berlingo are basically the same car. So this is I think this is from like around 2000 and I don't know, 9, 8 or 9 or something. And we shall be taking this round the Nürburgring. Now, I don't know what to expect, really. If this is a good car to drive, I'm assuming not because it's a van. I mean, it is a van. Peugeot Partner was a van. But this is like the passenger version, so it's got back seats and back doors and windows. I think it's got a 1.4 engine. I don't think it's got more than 100 horsepower, so I'm expecting it not to be great, and also it's obviously going to lean a lot in corners because it's very tall. But let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. What can I say? If nothing, oh, we got some wheel spin. Get in. Ooh. Not bad, not bad. Oh yes, we got the vanny interior. Oh, come on, and around. There we go. Well, again, it's another one of those, like, it's slow, so you can have fun with it because you don't have to, like, panic about going around corners too fast. I don't know exactly how fast I'm going. Oh, 80, Jesus, that's fast. That is fast. This feels way too fast. But I should say I'm now sort of like expanding the search wider for base model cars, and not all of them. The quality of all of the mods is not the same. Some of them are like just based on cars like base cars that come with the game, so they don't really simulate the actual outputs and things like that. I don't know about this one, but it feels fast. I mean, I feel like if I get around in enough time, I'm gonna end up beating like that BMW I did last time. But it's all right. Drives, you know what? Does it drive surprisingly nicely? I'll be honest. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be louder in here. My dad had the Fiat version of this, which was a Fiat Doblo. That was a different. It wasn't based on the same platform because this was, I think, before they came together. But it was a similar sort of idea. It was sort of like a mid or smallish to mid-size van that they turned into a passenger vehicle. It was very ugly, and he had like the base model of that. I mean, so it's a Fiat, so already quite cheap, and then the base model of a van. So you can imagine I absolutely told him never to pick me up in school in that. The back seats didn't even have headrests. It was horrible. This was like early 2000s as well, so they were a pretty standard thing by then. Bloody horrible car. Loud, but huge. I mean, he loved it. He got a second one. I mean, he only got rid of the first one because it was I think he just got rid of it because it was getting on a bit, and he wanted a newer car. And then he got the facelifted version of the Doblo, and that one had like coloured bumpers and everything. It was like snazzy. I think he even had air conditioning. But then that one got damaged in a car accident. So now he has a Fiat 500L. Those sort of horrible MPV versions. The 7-seater one as well. Just looks awful. And it's got like a little 1.3 diesel engine. It's fucking noisy and horrible. I mean, you can feel him putting his foot down and the car just doesn't move. I mean, not that I'm driving a Ferrari, but you know, my car at least, you know, gets to 60 in under 10 seconds. He barely gets there under 20. I mean, I'll actually say this is quite a fun. I mean, it's a very sensible car. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, it feels like I'm going fast, but I'm not. Or maybe maybe I finally learned the track, and now I know like where the turns are because I just seem to like instinctively be able to control this. I mean, it just looks like I'm sort of, but it's incredibly like it doesn't get fast, but. Oh, here we go! Oh, Jesus, look at that. I somehow managed to oversteer it. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, one of the things about now that I'm having to spread my wings beyond the BeamNG.Drive forums, where there's plenty of good mods, is that a lot of the mods are sort of not necessarily as high quality. I mean, this one's mostly fine, but you can see the rear tail lights and the front headlights aren't that well modeled. And there's been a few that I've downloaded that's been like the bonnet is like clearly not at all properly fitted in the body. And also, it's getting difficult as well to sort of find the original versions of mods because, like, if you search Ko-Fi, I don't know how Ko-Fi works, but it's so bloody. I don't find it very easy to search on there. And if you just do a Google search, you tend to get sent to Modlands. And on Modlands, it's really difficult to tell if they've been stolen. I mean, I say stolen, but like somebody buys them, or I don't know, gets it from Ko-Fi one way or another, and then. Okay, right. Photo. Oof. Oof. Photo mode. Right. It looks almost sporty. I mean, I don't know if they did a really base model version of this. I don't think they did the Peugeot and the Citroen, the Citroen Berlingo and the Peugeot thingy thing. Um, I think generally they did like they tended to be colored bumpers and things like that. But you could get different. You could get ones with like without the black trim and stuff. But I don't think you get one that would like fully black bumpers, or those would be like the van ones. If I remember correctly, you don't see that many of this gen around now. I think it was the Renault Kangoo that started it all off, though. To be honest, I think that was the first one that like tried to make a passenger type car. Because before that, you'd have like your big MPVs. Because like, these are just 5 seaters, but you have your like what was it, the Peugeot 806, the Citroen Synergie, and the what was it called? Um, there was one. I just need to remember what it was called. It was a Fiat version. Oh, I can't remember what the Fiat version was called. I don't think it was anything interesting. And I maybe should make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, there we go. And I'll go normal. Yeah. Oh wait, let me just. Yes, I might actually zoom out a little bit. Oh, and then I need to go back and do this. Right, there we go. Oh, lovely. Lovely. It's aliasing a lot. Right. Oof. Yeah, this has I don't know, something about it that like it finds its way back to center very quickly. I'm not sure it would in real life. I think it would be quite. I think it would be quite a handful at any kind of speed. But yeah, these kind of cars were quite popular for a bit because they were like the no-nonsense family like practical thing. Because like they have masses of space, like they even have like a shelf above the windscreen. Because they're not like they are absolutely not short on headroom. And then like I mean you could like move house in them because they're so big. My dad moved me down to London in his. And I mean, believe me, most of the people I was at uni with were arriving in like Mercedes and BMWs. My dad drove me up in a bloody Fiat Doblo into halls. It was something. Oof. I don't know what this. It's like. If they still do something like this, actually. I know the Berlingo and the. Oh no, they do. They do. It's called like the Surfer, isn't it? Or it's like the Peugeot Surf or Peugeot something beachy. There's then they come in different sizes. There's like a small. There's either I think there's a small short base, a small long wheelbase, and then a big one. Yeah, that's much more vanny. Oh yeah, I've been stuck behind them a lot of times on the motorway. I don't know if there's a Citroen version. I think there might be. I remember Renault did the Kangoo for a while, but I don't know if they still do. Oh no, because now it's a Dacia, isn't it? It's the Dacia. Oh, what did it used to be called? Like Hopper or something? Dacia something. But yeah, these kind of cars are well outside my wheelhouse. I wouldn't have one. I like practicality, but if I was like the kind of person who'd like go to a beach and then like sleep or camp, then I might get one so I could just sleep in it. Use it as like just put down the back seats and just have put a bed in there. But I'm not that kind of person at all. I want a hotel. So yeah, those kind of cars just aren't for me. And they are also very vanny. Like they echo and like the doors sort of have that metallic clink when you close them. But if you need a practical car, great. And I mean, if this is any representation, I'm not sure it is, but if this is any representation of how these things drive in real life, then you know they're surprisingly snazzy. I mean, not fast. I don't know. Oh, I mean, I'm already over 10 minutes, granted, but I don't think I've crashed this. I mean, I'm going to beat the Dacia I did the other day, for sure. I don't think I'm going to beat the BMW though. I'm probably not going to beat that Skoda Octavia. It's just not very fast. You know, now that I'm seeing how long it's taking, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, actually, no wonder it was so easy. This car is slow. Slow enough I can take a drink. With that said, this is still a challenge. The challenge is not just like get overconfident. Yeah, you've seen that in my other videos where I'm like, oh, this is great. I know what I'm doing now. Blah blah blah. Like this, like this. Oh, okay, that's good. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Oh. 11, 16. Oh, fourth. And you know what? Only 7 seconds behind that BMW from the other day. That the. Oh, what do you call it? What was it? 316 compact. Let me have a look. What does it say? 316 compact, 1.6 manual. That was 11:05. Right. That. Oh, it's putting the indicators on. Right. Oh, that's what that weird sound you could hear. It's slowed down indicator click. So he's 7 seconds behind the 3 Series. 40 something seconds behind the. I think that's a 5 Series, yeah. And yeah, the F10, the diesel one is still my best, and that's like a good minute and a half behind. Okay, right. Change config. So where are we? We've got this, that, this, that. Right. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll just mute the game because that noise is going to annoy me. I'm going to do an Audi A3 now. Wouldn't mind doing a Ford Sierra, but last time oh, actually, I could. No, I'm not going to do the Ford Sierra. Actually, I need to check because there's a 1.3 of that, and I don't think that was sold in the UK. I don't know why it matters. I'm just like, do I want to go for like the lowest possible engine that could like just be in like a country that didn't have motorways? Because like, it feels like it'd be unfair. Well, anyway, I'm going to do this one. So this is like you can make configurations of cars. So I've made a little one for a 1.6, and let's go. Right. You got the game sound back now. This is first gen Audi A3, which I think is like from 1997, I think, 1998, in the very Audi 90s colour. Well, actually, very Volkswagen colour, Volkswagen Group colour. Oh wait, I've clicked out of it, haven't I? There we go. There's the sound. Right. Very Audi interior. Yeah, so you can see in this model, the piece of plastic in front of the dials is so reflective that you can't actually see what the dials are saying. So I'm not going to know what my speed is at all when I'm in the interior view. But that was just like the Citroen, to be honest. I mean, or the Peugeot Partner that I was just in, because that had terrible seating position. I bet. Oh no. Oh, that's a bad crash. Oh, it's doable. Doable. What did I say? Overconfidence. I want to think where the A3 started out, because now the A3 is like 10 a penny. Well, I mean, it's a more luxurious car for sure, but like, it's just like that kind of car that like, I don't know, if you said what car reminds you of Essex, it'd be an Audi A3. They're like, I suppose the 1 Series as well now has sort of caught up with it, because like the A3 was the first. I mean, there was the 3 Series compact, but that was always a bit of an odd one. It never got great reviews because it wasn't very practical, and it just felt like a cannibalization of the 3 Series. But then the Audi A3 felt a bit more dedicated compact car. So then had the sort of head start before the BMW got their arse in gear with the 1 Series. And then of course Mercedes sort of had the A-Class, but it was a bit smaller than this at the time when this first came out. And I think the second gen one was a little bit more closer to it. But I don't think it was until the third gen A series that it that they sort of were in the sort of mid-size hatchback market, like in it against the A3 and the 1 Series. Because like if you put a second or first gen A-Class next to an Audi A3, it would just look stodgy and silly. Bless. But I never liked those A-Classes. Didn't like the shape. Oh, that was weird. Sort of run out of gas. Come on. Alright. Oof. Oof. So I think this shares a platform with the Golf, but was, I think, considered not as fun at the time, this gen. Well, I think the ongoing issue with it was that it was like, oh, it's based on a Golf, but it's like £5 more just for the Audi badge. But I mean, they've got like A3s are like pretty big now. Dare I say more than the A1? Certainly more than the A2. Bless. Even though I do like the way the A2 looks. That would be the equivalent for the A-Class, but the Audi version, and I think it looked much better than the A-Class. Had that nice Audi look that they got just about bang on with the Audi TT. I don't feel like I'm going very fast. That's why this is so easy. Well, I say easy. I've obviously smashed the car up already. Again, oh my god, if I smash that side up anymore, there's not going to be anything left. Oh. It's funny, this car is now making a whistling sound that I heard a Dacia making today when I was walking the dog. I was like, what the hell is that annoying, like, squeaking sound? And then I turned around and saw this, like, actually fairly new-ish. Well, not new. I think at time I get messed up with time because to me, like, that's just Sandero. The current gen only, like, launched last year, but it was actually, like, 4 years ago now. So I think it was a fairly early model because I don't think it had the new Dacia logo on it. But it was squeaking like a bitch. I mean, I think I've screwed up the interior. So that was these have been some pretty heavy crashes. If I've disfigured the body, so good on this Audi for keeping going. Even if it is like, I don't know how fast it's going. It's not going fast. 60 miles an hour, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be beating any records with this. I'll do the picture on another turn. I mean, it is incredibly dangerous to keep driving when you got a cracked windscreen because they do like give you they give the rest of the car support. So if you crack the windscreen and like this much, it's not going to support the car at all. So if you roll over, the car will just like the roof will just go. Well, not quite. I mean, obviously the window frames and the pillars are actually the where the most of the support is. But you know, every little helps in that kind of situation. Okay, come on. Oh, that squeaking sound is bloody killing me. I mean, I can't complain because I've caused it by smashing this car up, but still, I can't say like, oh. Oh. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Oof. Right, so with this I can bring my field of view in, up, into the center. There we go. There we go. And we can then go, oh no, I need to make the camera speed faster. And I need some aperture, I need some far blur. Yeah, and I need to focus it in. I need my aperture to be gradually made bigger. There we go. Near blur strength, yeah. Far blur strength. Right, there we go. I think that's lovely. Lovely jubbly. Almost. Oh, lovely. Yeah, then always that side of the car. Poor cars. They must see me going. You watch, if I ever get the chance to go on the Nürburgring in real life, I will be driving around at like 30 after all of this. Oh, thank God I got the picture in before I did that. Oh, that wheel's going to come off. Oh, that wheel's full on bollocks. Besides that, I need to go through the middle of the time trial things. Can I keep going? Can I? Dare I? Oh, I can kind of. Oh, but that wheel is... What does it look like inside? Oh, I'll probably be crushing my leg. I can keep going. I think it's going to be painful. Because I really don't think I've got the dexterity of this thumbstick on the controller to keep myself going. And also because the wheel isn't actually responding to turns. It's just pot luck, whether it's like happens to be stood up properly at the time when I turn. I mean, that's some pretty big damage. Okay, we may have to start again. Yeah, I don't think this is sustainable. Okay, we'll start again. Okay, right. Right, one last go. No, two last goes. And give myself three attempts. So this is my second. Right. Bum bum bum. Come on. So annoying because, like, obviously in theory this is like, oh, well, it's only 10 minutes to get around this track. But then when you screw up and you have to start again, it's like, but I did 6 minutes, screwed up, and I have to do 10 minutes at least to finish. But that is the fair way. Stop, like, putting the throttle right down as well. Like, there's analog control there. I can just keep it at. There we go. Right. AT. Come on, come on. I mean, it is like a well-planted car. I think it's just maybe I have overconfidence in its abilities, or it's a bit too, I don't know what the word would be. A bit too tame. And I'm driving it, well, I'm not exactly driving it like a madman, am I? I mean, I'm hoping I can beat the 3 Series. That would be the aim. If I can drive this without crashing into a wall, that would be the aim. Because I remember that 3 Series, the car was pretty mashed by the time I made it to the finish line, but that's not a big deal as long as I make it to the finish line. But if it's mashed and it's either going to take me so long to get to the finish line that it's just going to be boring, or I don't make it to the finish line. And that's obviously an issue. Way and speed. Come on. Okay, so far so good. Now I need to remember where the next horrible turns are. I think there's one coming up somewhere here, where it's going to be like, here's a solid concrete wall. Try not to drive into it. Oh yeah. Well, it's here. And then there's this one at the end of here, which is another solid concrete wall. Oof. Not bad. Not bad if I do say so myself. You know, if I concentrate, I'm not that bad a driver, you know. Well. No, I think that was definitely me being overconfident, which, as we know, means I'm probably going to crash on the next corner. You know I'm being overconfident when I'm like, oh, let's switch to a film cam. Oof. Come on. What's at the end of here? What's at the end of here? What's at the end of here? Oh, I'm guessing it's some kind of turn. I mean, gosh, I'm not even doing more than 80. So it's a base model, so yeah, you'd kind of expect that, but also I think this is a big uphill. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on. I've got the lean forward vibes now where I'm like, come on, come on, come on. Lean forward, get up the hill faster. Come on. Yeah, I actually a sign you know something is wrong with that Peugeot Partner. What mod is that? It feels like it drives about as good as this car as well. And granted, this is an older Audi, but still. Oi, come on, come on, come on. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. I can get through this. Come on. Ball car. Oh, that squeak is back. No! Come on. It's the end of the day, so I'm actually getting tired, but I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. It's that feeling of like having to like constantly adjust the steering, but that kind of makes it worse. You want to do smooth, slow movement, but pretty much impossible on on an analog stick on a controller. I think someone on one of my previous videos commented like, "I'll get a steering wheel. They're quite cheap these days." I mean, I would. It's more the space at home. I don't really want to. I don't really have the space for a steering wheel. It'll just take up a lot of space, and then I'll have to attach it to my desk and stuff, and it might just be a faff to like move out the way because I use the same desks as that I used to play on as I used for like work during the week. So I need some kind of like order and civility here. It can't just all be gaming games, even though I do work in the games industry. Fortunately, I have no need for a steering wheel in my line of work. Although, well, no, sometimes maybe. Come on. Come on. Oh. Fast are we going? Oh, we're still doing 60. That's not bad. Damn it. Oof. This video's getting longer by the minute. Come on. I swear to God, if this ends up being slower than the Berlingo, not the Berlin, the partner, I think it may well be. We're already over 11 minutes. Shit. So okay, that was strategic. That was to like slow me down without having to press the brakes. There was rhyme and reason to my madness. Oh, even worse than the Skoda Octavia. Well, it just goes to show you, just because it's an Audi, doesn't mean it's like like especially fast. I mean, I assume it has the same engine as that Skoda 1.6, because they were probably all part of the Volkswagen group in that point, so they were probably all using the same engine. So yeah, I guess that 1.6 means that shows that the Skoda Octavia is better. Nah, it just means that I didn't crash that when I drove it around. So, and we're behind even the Peugeot Partner. Oh, Peugeot Partner was actually very nice in comparison, and that was only a little bit behind the 3 Series. Okay, so we were never really. I mean, well, no, hang on, we were um 25 seconds behind. I think the 3 Series. I think that's bridgeable. That's a bridgeable gap, in my opinion. I think it's doable. If I didn't crash it, I could do it. Um, it's just whether I have the patience. That's the thing. Whether I've got the patience to do it. And that's usually no. No, I mean, once I start running out of cars, like when I really start running out of cars, because I don't think people make them fast enough. I'm not complaining that people should make mods for me. I'm just saying that like the process of making a BeamNG mod is quite intense, I think. Um, and yeah, I guess that only it takes a long time to get them like working, and then you got to put them, hope people can find them on the myriad of mod sites, and then if you are charging, you want to sort of protect it, so you want to make sure that it's like priced in a way that people aren't going to buy it just to make it free. um, and yeah, I mean, all these things uh, mean that like eventually, probably at some point, there's not going to be a whole lot of new cars that I can do base models for. But I mean, there's millions of options. I can do like one up from base model, mid range, um, and or just start coming back to the old classics. That Dacia Sandero is going to be a classic. And I have a Dacia Duster as well, new one. Oh, I'll show you actually. I'll show you what cars I've got. I've downloaded. Dun dun dun. I think I had all the BMWs last time. But I got something else. I got the Citroen C1, which is a really nice little peppy car, very slow, but quite fun in the corners. But I don't know what's wrong with the mod. The camera is stuck. The interior camera is stuck like at the level of the steering wheel, so it's awful. You can't really drive it. And then I got these Dacia. I got this Dacia Duster one and this other Dacia Duster one. So the first gen and the current gen. And that'll be fun actually, because I've always got a soft spot for like Dacias. New one is a bit, it's a bit too, posh now. They're getting a bit upmarket. The originals were like, crap. I don't think they even do like the sort of base models in Western countries anymore now. Western country, like Western Europe. So like when the first Duster came out, you could get it with like steel wheels, no stereo or anything like that. And then and these new ones, basically they all come with like a 10-inch screen and stuff like that. But they still do some good off-roading if you get the 4x4s. This Ford Cortina I can't wait to do. But the base model is like atrociously slow. Atrociously slow. It's like a 1.3 with like 60 horsepower for like a fairly chunky heavy car. Sierra, we'll see. We'll see. The some of the textures didn't load up last time I tried it. Duh, duh, duh. Oh, I've got the Tucson that I need to do. Yeah. Um, oh, there's a couple of there's a Mercedes B class. That'll be fun. Oh, and there's a Mercedes S class. Base model of that is like a 2.8 V6, I think. But because the car is so heavy, it does not shift it. And then there's the SL class. Base model of that is like a 3 liter. And then there's an Insignia. Um, and oh, there's a Peugeot 405 as well. It's based on like, the Pessima that comes in the game, so not great, but like it seems to have the right engine and the right specs. What else? What else? What else? Oh, Clio, Runner 21, um, Saab 95. Oh, the Seat Ibiza. Oh, and I found a Seat Arona. It's not very good though. it's uh, it's questionable, we'll say. That's all I'll say. It's questionable. Um, and what else? What else? What else? Oh, Golf. Yeah. Oh, and a Passat. That's a nice one. Oh, and a Yugo. That will be so slow. Yugos are very slow. I'm trying to find a Lada one. There should be because Russians love this game. Half the mods seem to come from Russia. Um, so there must be a decent Lada one because I want to try a Lada Riva Estate like from the 80s. But anyway, we're blithering on into almost 50 minutes, so I'll call it a day there. Thank you for watching. Thanks for enjoying it. If you've got any recommendations for cars you want me to drive or anything, I suppose you can put it in the comments. I don't know if I'll be able to find mods for it. You can link me to the mods, and then I'll download them and do it. Um, Also, I might do another series that's more geared towards. It'll still be Nürburgring, I think, because that's a really fun one to drive around. But it'll be like I take a sort of base model car and a police car version of one of the cars, and then have it chase me, or the other way around. I don't quite know yet. We'll see. I might have to like just feel my way around with that one. But anyway, I'll stop rambling on and I'll say thank you. Bid you adieu. Have a nice weekend. I don't know when this is going to come out. Probably on Monday. Have a nice Monday, as nice as they can be. And I will say goodbye. Hasta luego. Goodbye.